Hello, 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 and welcome back to Calm Before the Storm. I'm Steph.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Kimberly.
Welcome back, ladies. I hope you caught up to all our shows on our YouTube channel. Please go catch up if you have not. Um, how are you doing this week, ladies?
Good.
Wonderful.
Everybody's doing wonderful. I'm
Mhm.
doing wonderful too.
Mhm.
Good.
Um, as usual, we talk about our highs and lows. So, my high for the week is that I'm going on a vacation. Ooh, 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 for
Again.
my niece,
What's
for my
new?
niece's bachelorette party. We're going away.
Mm.
Nice.
Um, and my low is that summer is almost over. School is about to start. This girl right here, the hate is
I knew.
real.
We sounded like haters too. And you're like, I'm going on vacation. You're
All
like,
right, we're like
again,
again.
what's new?
Again. You sound like my
The hate
husband.
parade. Mm-hmm.
Yes. But it's for a good cause. My niece is getting
Yes.
married, so very excited for her.
Mhm.
Congrats.
Yes, pray for her because she's gonna need a lot of prayer dealing with all the aunties.
I'm so
On
sure.
one
Good
trip,
luck to
yes.
her.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, we're the wild ones, so good luck
Mm.
to her.
Good luck, honey. Good luck. We send you
We
positive
love
vibes.
you.
Yes.
And so, what's your highs and lows?
My highest Chris Brown concert today.
Chris
Anywho, no.
Brown. Chris Brown. Ooh, can't wait for them sweatpants, boy. Whew.
Mm, mm.
Mm, mm, mm,
Anyway,
mm.
ladies.
Um,
Anyway.
my low. I don't have a low because summer's almost over.
I hope it's
I
hot
don't
for the
care.
next 7 weeks that we get extended
No,
summers.
We have
no,
an Indian summer.
Yes.
no.
Lord, please,
You know how it
Indian
goes
summer.
all the way to
Don't
To
stress
November?
me out.
October, November.
Ooh, I
Don't
hope,
stress
okay,
me out.
my goal for this year for my birthday is still be hot outside.
So we could go
My
sit at the
birthday's in
winery with some
November.
heat. Yes.
Well,
You
if
see
the
the
bugs
dance
are
for it?
gone, yes, but if not, no.
Say that again.
If the
If the
bugs
bugs.
are away, yes, but if not, no.
They're
'Cause
not going away.
well,
Not if the heat
then
is still here.
I'll be
Mm-mm.
on FaceTime.
At least she has answers for us now, okay? It's not, well, we'll see. It's like, I'll be on
Oh, that's
FaceTime.
like no. Okay. What's your high and low?
Me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The My high, I don't know, this could be a high and a low. I'm gonna 50-50 it. My daughter is turning 19.
Mm.
So I definitely am feeling the oldness. Lord, where did all this time go?
Auntie
Um,
energy, like we said last week.
Auntie Cougar, definitely. She's turning freaking 19. I still saying that out loud makes me a little like weary inside.
Ugh.
Um,
Mm.
and I guess my high is Chris Brown, man. Chris Brown, Chris Brown. That's all I got.
That is a low for me. Okay,
That's
whatever.
all I got. Chris Brown.
No,
Yeah.
no, thank you. So today, ladies, I wanted to bring to the table, last week we were talking about how everybody needs to make plan, should plan, God forbid something should happen to them, they should have at least their plans in order, something in writing to help the family along and
Mm,
get the decisions that they want made for them. So that made me think we have been losing a lot of people suddenly. And I don't know if you remember a couple of weeks ago, maybe even last month, a woman who started her own like food business, restaurant business, was working straight for like a couple of years and
hmm
said, I'm taking 3 days off, no, just to sleep, no one bother me. Unfortunately, she never woke up.
hmm
So that made me want to bring to the table today is we don't know how to say no without guilt, with which also then leads to burnout, and we don't know how to rest without guilt.
hmm
So saying no and resting, we just suck at it.
I got the
And
perfect shirt on immediately.
Immediately. No.
yes,
Yes.
we need to
We're always
practice
on a
that
good
so
wave. We
much.
do. We do.
Mhm.
Um, and that kind of hit me a lot. The lady who just works, 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 and then went. I mean, thank God she went peacefully in her sleep.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
sadly, she was so young. I think she was in her
Mm-hmm.
30s. I could be wrong. Um, but it's like you work so hard and you don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
say no. You keep going. And then you didn't get to she didn't get to enjoy any of the fruits of her labor.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Like we keep,
No.
I want to work, I want to build my money, I want to do this, I want to do that, so I got to keep working, but then you don't have time with your family or for yourself, and then you don't know when your last day is. So
That is, yeah. We've got to find a happy medium, right? And especially in that part that you just said, like you work so hard to build an empire. And in building an empire, right, it's all about gaining money and wealth and leaving stuff behind for like your family, your children at the end of it all. But at some point, you kind of want to enjoy it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
And if you go to sleep and you don't wake up, you work so hard to go to sleep and not wake up, not knowing that, because then
right.
you wouldn't do that. But what is that happy medium, right? Because a lot of people say, oh, money makes the world go round. Then you
Mm-hmm.
have that opposite saying, well, money isn't everything.
Right.
Money doesn't bring happiness. But then it's like, so then what?
And
Then
you
how
don't
do
die
we,
with your money.
right? You
You
don't.
don't
Everyone else,
die
like
with
we
your
said,
money.
the family feuds over it. They feud over what
Yes.
you
Mm-hmm.
worked so hard for, blood, sweat, and tears.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
I'm starting to learn because Steph knows me a little bit more in depth in this aspect. Like we work and grind so much because we've had our moments of trauma with money situations, relationships. And we always are like, as long as we can provide ourselves and our kids a comfortable lifestyle, we're going to keep grinding for it.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the same token, well, me, I can speak for myself, but I see it in Steph too. Me, like, there's so many free things to do to make those memories and things with them too, right? And I'm not right now at this time, I'm not working so hard because other things are going on. So I'm not working as much as before. And I genuinely feel more at peace now in this space of like not having to hustle and bustle, not having to grind, not having to give all my time to this job 9 to 5. I have more time for my kids. And my money is balanced, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not building or bringing down, it's at a balance point. But I'm so at peace just for myself mentally in this space that it really is like, do you want to go back to doing what you were doing, to do all this grinding and stuff just to have money in a bank just sitting there for
To
your
watch it.
sanity? Right. It's
Hmm.
so crazy. There's really no happy medium. There really isn't. And it's just like, I feel like we need to survey people. I don't know, but like there is no happy medium. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what the happy medium is, but that's really sad because you work so hard, you put your whole blood, sweat, and tears, and then you die, and then your family is feuding over your money.
And
Then what?
that's like what I said in past episodes. Like, like even being at a job, like you're giving all yourself to this job mentally is draining you, but you want to save this money for your family, and you die, and what happens?
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. It
So it's
is
like
Yeah,
that's
insane.
why it's like mentally, like their job is killing you. It's not worth it,
yeah, right,
Like sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes you have to, do
right,
what
Move
you have to
on.
do.
Yeah.
But
right.
and it's not healthy because you're shortening your lifespan with all that stress and,
Yes.
depression and stuff. So like I said before, there are people who you're working all these years and then you have like how many years left to enjoy it?
Hmm.
I feel
Hmm.
like in America it's just like backwards.
There's
You
no
work
fifty
till you
50.
can't really move anymore. Your
Right,
body's
And then you can't
all messed
even
up. So
enjoy
you
life at
can't
that time.
enjoy
right.
your free time now that you
It's
worked
just
so hard to
ridiculous.
Hmm.
get to. So
Yeah.
I try to, and that's my biggest problem is I try to do both,
Hmm.
right? I
Hmm.
grind hard, I work very
Yep.
hard. I work overnights. Not that that makes you work harder than somebody during the day. That's not what I'm
Hmm.
saying. But what I will do is I work all night, come home, and I go to sleep and stay up all day so that I can
Yep.
enjoy time with my family, or if there's a family function, I don't need to sleep. I need to be there for them.
Mm-hmm.
No, Linda, you need to
Sometimes you
you
need to
need
say
to
no.
sleep.
Yes.
You need to
Rest
say no.
Yes.
rest is okay. It is
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
okay to say I can't do it because I need to sleep.
Yeah.
Not,
Mm-hmm.
and for me, that is a huge problem. I personally don't know how to do that. And I have an issue with thinking that it is okay to say, no, I can't go to this because I'm just sleeping. Why can't I just go?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Eventually your battery dies. So
Your
you need
body's
to
gonna
sleep.
die. Whether you say yes or no, it's just gonna be like your body's gonna be like, you ain't going nowhere. Lay your
Yeah.
ass right
And
here.
that's usually
Don't
what
get up.
happens. I'm like up 40 something hours. By hour 49, I'm like comatose. Can't
Mhm.
I can't
move.
go nowhere.
Can't. The brain does not work at all.
Nothing.
Delusional completely.
$100%.
And then I'm exhausted. I start getting sick, like because your immune system starts
Yeah.
to drop because you're so
Yep.
tired.
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest thing for myself now is learning how to just I need to rest and I need to say no.
Hmm.
No. I
Yeah, like
agree. Just say
my
no.
mom, like she tells my dad, because you guys know my dad, he works like
Mm-hmm.
24/7. And she's like, Sundays, the phone, like
Good.
put on do not disturb because you need
Good.
to rest. And he, now that it's summertime, he gets to enjoy the pool. And I think that's like his happy place. Like he just
That's
goes to the
awesome.
backyard, goes in the pool, sits out there, plays his music, and just chills. And that's
Mm-hmm.
his
My kind of guy.
relaxation.
Right. I was gonna say yes.
And and I give him that time because it the noise. And I think I get it from my dad. Like there are times like the TV will be on mute, but I'll just be
Mm.
doing other stuff. But like the silence is like calming for me. And I realized
I
I've
get
seen
like
him do
that.
that too.
Yep.
And I'm like, I just need silence.
Yeah, we get
Just saying.
overstimulated.
Hmm.
It
Yes.
happens to me all the time. I feel like I read something recently the other day. Um, is that I hear a lot of alarms at work,
Hmm.
lots
Mm.
of alarms nonstop, constant. It's always noise, always
Yeah.
something happening. So I realize that sometimes I drive home in complete silence, no radio, no nothing. I get home and then that's when I
Same.
realize, oh my God, you did this whole hour ride in complete silence.
But it
Yep.
was
But meanwhile, I
amazing.
had like 37 conversations in my head.
Yes.
I done replayed the whole night, what I could have did, what I should have did,
Yes.
you know. But that's like my wind down time. Like I can't hear
Hmm.
anything.
I don't
Hmm.
want to hear nothing. I
Yeah.
agree. Even on vacation, we started taking a moment in the morning just to like close all the shades and blinds, make it dark, and like just take two towels, lay it out, and just like lay there and just like silence. Like every vacation we've gone on, when I say we, my partner and I,
Hmm.
and we just literally before we start the day to go out, because once you go out that door, wherever you are, it's noise.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
it's kind of like to take a moment because I can't, of course, I can't do it at home. You got the kids, mom, 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 mom. But vacation, it's like get out of bed, say your prayer real quick, put the towel down and like lay there and just get comfortable with silence for 30 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
And it just sets the tone for the day, right? Because you just need that moment. As
Hmm.
I'm getting older, that overstimulation is insane. And I feel like a crazy
It's
kid
so
throwing
real.
tantrums. Yes. I'm
It
like, I
is
don't want to hear no more
so real.
noise.
Hmm.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that's something that I've started doing. And it's just like, okay, it helps. Like just sit
Yeah.
here and have the mind do something else, then focus on all the noise that's going on and just silence.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's really huge.
I agree.
Yeah. Even music sometimes is like, okay,
Same.
too much
Mm-hmm.
going on. I need
Yeah.
to.
But
Yeah.
sometimes for me, like I might put like some R&B music and that calms me as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So
It will. But some days it's just
yeah,
I've had
sometimes you just need quiet.
way too
You do need
much
quiet.
of this happening. I'm like, whoa, I
Hmm.
need a moment. Even sometimes at work, I run to the bathroom when I can, and I'm like,
Mm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Mm-hmm.
my name is not Stephanie. No, my name is not Nurse. No, don't look at me. You don't see me.
I'm invisible.
whole
Oh
ass
man.
tantrums in the bathroom. Like, why?
Literally. And I look at
Why
myself
did
in the
I
mirror like,
choose
Kim,
this?
what are you doing? Throwing a tantrum.
And I was like, but
Mm-mm-mm.
I love it. Yeah, it's a gift and a curse all at the same time.
No, it really is. So time, yeah, saying no is huge. I love how we can like circle this. So with your saying no, stuff, I don't know, again, Housewives of Atlanta, anyone? So Britt just went ahead and announced that she is going to like quit the show. I don't know if anyone is following up. She though has been in the middle of a lot of drama,
Drama.
and she
Mhm.
has been the voice of a lot of drama.
But I'm
Um,
like, how's she quitting the show? You suing them. You wasn't probably coming back anyway.
right. But her thing was, I need to quit because of my peace and my sanity. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we only know what we see on TV. We don't know the behind the scenes. But she's taking her sanity and her mental health over this buku paying job. You know, to them it's buku. To the
Mm-hmm.
regular person, it's buku money. Um, but she chose her sanity and her mental state over this job and friendships. Um, and I think it's a big step, right? To separate yourself. Yeah, she's already well off, but like even still, this was some income for her or whatever. It gave her stuff on TV. But just to make that decision for me as a woman, right? Not the in the middle stuff, but just to be able to make that decision and separate yourself because you know like your health and your mind depend on it was a huge um step for me. It was something, I look at her and it's like, okay, girl, like you knew you need to like separate yourself. But so did what was her name from, I think it's Beverly, not Beverly Hills. Beauvais is her last name. The one who quit over the springtime.
I
What
don't
am
From
I?
remember, but
from which one?
I think it's Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, is
okay.
it? Yes, Beverly Hills. She quit Beverly Hills for the same reason.
Oh, Garcelle.
Garcelle,
Mm-hmm.
right. So she quit for the same reason, mental health sanity. So two things. So bringing your life to the TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your family's
Hmm.
life to the TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is this not something they should know is going to come about, right? You've got to share everything. That's
Mm-hmm.
one thing. And then the next thing is just having that courage to step away from something when it becomes unhealthy, even if it's something that is bringing finances to your pocket, bringing you to the television. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do you guys have what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I don't know. Do you have the guts, the gall about you? Would you be able to step away? I don't know how quick I'd
No,
be able to do it.
I
I don't know how
honestly
long
do
they've
not.
been. Right. So as a woman in my space, I don't know how I'd be able to be like, you know what? Throw this in the
That
garbage.
is the right decision,
It
but
is.
I know that I would not make that choice. I should make that choice, but I won't make that choice.
See, part
Mm-hmm.
of the saying no. We don't know when to say no.
Right. Even now, like now, my biggest, I used to say, I'm only going to do nights till the kids get to a certain age. They done surpassed a certain age, guys.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like they don't really need me to take them to
Yeah.
school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they can do, and that was my biggest thing. When they can do a lot for themselves, then I'll work days because then they're okay if I'm not around during the day. But I just can't say, and that would
Right.
be healthy for me. That would be healthy for my body.
Yes.
That would
Because
take a
you're
lot.
used to your routine.
Yeah.
Am I though?
Right.
So,
Am I? Right? Because my biggest thing is I love the people I work with. We have we're like a little family. Um, I'm just not a day shifter. All my
Mm,
nurses out there know what that means. Like night nurses and day nurses on two opposite sides of the
mm,
spectrum. So if I'm gonna switch over, that's like, whoa, vampire coming to the light side. Are you crazy? We don't really get along
right.
like that. So I'm like, do I want to do that? And I know it's the right thing for me to do. Also, with like um, forwarding my career, like do I continue doing school to become higher than what I
Mm,
am? But I really don't want to. But I know that's the right thing to do.
right.
Such a hard, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to make that right choice
mm-hmm.
Right. That was me. I'm like, wow, what would I do? Like, would I
because we
really give
know
it
the right
up?
choice.
Yes. Yes, I'm like, how
Right.
hard would it be to be like, no, I'm done. I'm off this. I don't know that I could do it like them. And they did it so gracefully, but I don't know that I'd be able to give it
We
up.
like the torture,
We
Hmm.
do. What
We
about
like
you,
the
Kim? You'd be able to just be like, I'm done. I'm out.
I
Well, you
think
know
she
me,
could.
I would.
I'm like, she
She
would.
could.
I'm out of
She's
here.
done it. She
I
can do
know.
it. I'm a masochist.
My
I like
my
even
And we
mental
torturing
are.
a
health. I
little
feel like
bit.
my mental health is more important.
I put that in my back pocket. Mental health back
Me
here.
too. Mental health, self-respect.
I
All
mean, because
these
I
good
suffer
things.
from anxiety, so that feeling is not a good feeling. So, do I want to feel that all the time and stress my
Right.
body out? And no, no.
Right.
I mean, I have anxiety too. I mean, I wouldn't say as I also hide it very well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so people don't know that have anxiety, but I do have a lot of it. And some of my coworkers, 90% of us have anxiety. A lot
Right.
of them are on medication. Um, I don't take medicine, and they like, you have no idea. Like, normalcy feels amazing. Don't be afraid to
Yeah.
just say you need a little help and you're going to feel normal. Like, all that anxiety and crazy that you're feeling, it quiets it down. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's okay. I don't want
Same. No,
it.
thanks. I'm good. I don't like the side effects.
Right.
They're
No,
like,
but
girl, you know
yeah.
what you're missing. I'm like, maybe I
Yeah, I
do.
was
So,
You know.
like,
talking
ooh.
about like saying no, continues, like to stay on that topic. I recently saw that Michelle Obama, and her brother, they have a podcast, and she recently had her husband on it. And they was talking about the rumors that, oh, they're getting divorced, right?
Ooh.
Because she's not out with him in public appearances, and the internet, they just be coming up with lies and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And I feel like she could say no if she don't want to go. She don't have to go to everything. She might not agree with certain things, and she has
Right.
she could do that.
Yep.
She
100%.
got every right to say, no, I don't want to do it.
Right. I
So,
agree.
that I felt like that falls into the topic because she did say no. She said, "Look, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to go with you on this," and
Mm-hmm.
and then I feel like she shouldn't be scrutinized for not being around
Right.
and being in the public eye. That's a big thing. Like if they
Right.
don't see you one time, they're getting divorced, and putting your relationship and your marriage out there, it's a lot. And I was like, that's not right. So she cracked me up because he was coming sitting down and she was like, "Yeah, that's my man." I was
That's my honey.
I said I said, "Look, he's not president. He's enjoying life. He got to pop out sometimes, but she ain't got to come all the time. It's not like, she's the first lady at this moment." So, I thought
Right.
it was something to piggyback on what you guys were talking about with just saying no.
I have something else, and I mean, it falls into the same no, but not in the same ask, and not in the same, I guess, view.
Hmm.
But I don't know if you guys saw. Did you guys see in the internet? I think it was 2 days ago. They put out a thing about Lala Anthony and the changes from year to year on her body. Have you guys seen
Mm,
that?
Hmm.
I
So
have
they
not,
started
but
her. So when she first came out into the lot, into the spotlight, then like in the middle trying to keep up with the times, and then now truly keeping up with the times. And they've asked her and the Kardashians and other people about like their plastic surgery and body enhancements, and they'll keep saying no, no,
Hmm.
nothing
right.
happened. No, I didn't do anything. Um, do you think that because of the career paths these people or individuals have chosen, right, they should be honest with the public? Because, I mean, evidently we're seeing a lot of differences, right? But do you think they have to respond with a yes and give us their information because they chose to be in the spotlight and give us their life and give us everything else that happens?
No.
No, I don't
Same.
think
I
they
didn't
have
either.
to.
Hmm.
Right.
I think it's a choice and what they're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
People forget that they are
Human
human beings
beings.
just like the rest of
Right.
us, and they're going through their own personal insecurities that they may not be totally okay with even talking about, and that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. I do think they should say, in the same sentence, I do think that it's an injustice only because you are an influence to so many women,
Yes.
and what you're showing them is that, oh, if you just work out and
Yeah.
they still party and still doing all these other things, but
Mm-hmm.
looking this fire,
Yes.
you giving me false
Mm-hmm.
hope,
Yeah.
Correct. That I
right?
agree. That was my
And you
thoughts.
also
Yes.
making this vision of what a woman should look like for all these young ladies, but
The
not
young
telling them
ladies.
like, oh, I didn't just wake up like this, as they say.
Right.
You disappeared for a little while. You came back, you look great.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay to
Yes.
do too, but
It
you're giving
is.
all these young girls this idea of a body, then I don't think you have to be honest, but I think for the greater good you kind of should be.
Mm-hmm.
You should say, yeah, you don't have to give me your whole rundown of what you did, right? Just be like, yeah, I did a little nip and tuck here and there. But like for you to constantly say no, and
No.
we
Yeah.
know like it's a facade, you're giving us this, you're putting fire up our asses. Like, come on, yes, you did. But like the internet went wild and they were like, like you need to say yes. Like this is your platform. This is what you chose to do. You chose to put your life in the spotlight. And
No,
I was
no.
just like,
She didn't
no,
choose to put her life in the
she didn't have
spotlight.
to do
She
that.
chose to be whatever type of
Whatever
celebrity,
she is.
whatever she
Right.
does. She acts. She chose to be an actress. She didn't choose to live her
And
life
she
for
don't
you.
even look like she did. To me, she don't even look like she did a lot of stuff. I
It's a
don't
She
even.
huge
looked like she
change.
did a couple of
Yeah,
things to me.
she did
Like
do a couple
Lala?
things.
she, yes.
Lala
Really?
Anthony. Oh yeah. Well, the
Hmm.
way they did the spread, right, and then seeing her body now, like, because even me, when I first saw her come back to the scene, I was like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
like. But then I remember too, like she is a best friend to the Kardashians. They all have just some similarities
Yeah,
of
that's
the
true.
things that they, show. But I was just like, just like us, we have insecurities, us women, right? We have
Mm-hmm.
insecurities about things. We have traumas with things we deal with. Like, I don't think she has to give you her full story, why
Mm-hmm.
she did it, what she did, right? Because we don't know the traumas and the history behind that. But just be open, like Steph said, just so you don't make this fake thing for the younger generation coming up watching you. Keep it
Mm-hmm.
real. If that's what you pride yourself on, then you should continue to pride yourself on that. And that's what you should give. So that was my only thing.
I'm not against people doing nips and tucks and
Nope, not at
surgery and all
all.
that.
Do
Mm-hmm.
you
I'm
what
just
makes you
scared.
happy?
If I wasn't
Me too.
scared of all of it, I'd be
Me
signing
too.
up too.
If heart
So
attacks wasn't a thing, I'd be in there.
if I did well with anesthesia, I'd probably do it. But since I don't, I'm
I'm a
just gonna
chicken.
stay this
I'm scared.
way.
I'm
Okay.
gonna keep running on my treadmill and walking my stairmaster.
Oh my goodness.
I want a BBL, but you know what? I got to do it the natural way.
Me too, but I'm scared.
I can't do the real deal. No,
Oh
No.
my goodness.
I would love
Mm-mm.
to though.
I wanted to tell you guys there's this TikTok trend because you guys have kids. There's this TikTok trend of
Oh my God.
parents like playing the music that they listened to back in the day, but like Kaya, my neck, my back, and like get the child's reaction. Or
Yes.
or some of the ones that they have is Kaya, my neck, my back, Little Kim, how many licks? Um, Trick Daddy and Trina now. And the the part that gets them is
You
when
know,
she
Nat.
s- when she says F about five or six best friend, they're like,
Oh, their faces are hilarious.
Project
Sadly, that wouldn't work on my children.
Right. Oh my
I
Lord.
don't know if you've seen that viral video of that young white girl singing Project Pack Chicken Head. Word for
No.
word, word. She has to be like maybe 10 years old in a
What?
restaurant. I guess they was doing karaoke, and she's like, "Yeah, you like my aunt?" Like word for word. And I was like, "Who are your parents?"
Right. And
They
what are
doing
they
a
listening
good
to?
job. They teaching her range. You go, girl.
She gonna be street smart.
She got it all down pat.
She got it
No, I
all.
thought of you girls because I'm like the twins, they know a lot of the music that we used to listen to, but I'm like, I don't know if they know like all the music.
They do. Yeah. My
Oh my
husband,
God.
he takes a lot of pride in that. And
Mm,
sometimes I'd be like, some of these words is wild. He's played how many licks? He's played My Neck and My Back. He plays all of that. They know all those
mm,
songs. So they
mm-hmm.
would not be surprised. I would
Mm.
not pass the TikTok challenge because they
Same with
same
my
here.
daughter
No, it
They're
was
too. She'll
dancing.
sing it with me.
it was
Yeah.
so funny to see like their reactions, and they're like, "Oh,"
Hmm.
and I'm
I
like, "It's
saw a
crazy."
couple.
I was like, "It's crazy," because like that music was explicit, but I feel like
Yes.
there's a difference because now they're talking about more about killing. Back then it was
Yeah.
more sexual.
Yeah.
Right.
We were singing songs
Love.
we should not have been singing, y'all.
Yes,
Girl.
yes.
Listening back to them old R. Kelly songs, I'm like, Lord, how were
Girl.
my parents letting me sing this?
Jamming out too.
They wasn't
Yes,
really paying attention
Remember
to what he was
Luke?
saying.
they was
Do
not.
you remember Luke?
Yes.
Yes.
Pop, that,
That and they used to
pop,
play that
pop.
song over and over and over at house
Yes.
parties when we were youngins and they
Yep.
had their friends over. They was playing that song over and
They was
over again.
popping it too.
They
Mm.
definitely
I was
was.
like,
Hmm.
I was like, I gotta bring it to the table because it's so funny. You gotta see it, like the
I
kids'
saw
reaction.
I saw a couple and I died. But also the Bugatti one. Have you guys seen that
Oh
trail?
Yes,
yeah.
I
yes.
want to
I
try with my
can't.
kids, but I'm scared they're gonna embarrass me. Like the one that aunt, there was one I watched, and so the aunt pulled the girls, and it was good, right on
Yeah.
point. It was their turn, and both the girls had one in one foot. She was a little on the heavier side,
Mm.
and she was like ready, all in it, and she did her Bugatti move, and she literally was like,
No,
she
that's the
pulled her
trend.
feet and was
That's
angry.
that's how the trend goes. So like the first one goes really fast, and then the second one
Fast.
be like, hello, hello.
But she
Hello,
wanted
somebody
them
get
to
me.
pull her, like she wanted,
She
because she
wants to
had
be
her all,
fast.
and she was like, she yelled, and they were like, "Oh my God, Auntie, like we're so sorry." And she was like, "Y'all go to the gym. I pay for the gym, and y'all can't even pull me." And they're like, "You're really like you're a little bigger than we thought you were from the
Aw.
floor." And she was like, "Get up and give me my shoes." Putting on her shoes. I was like, "No, I'm not even gonna do this with
No,
these
they be
girls."
Broke
I
my
yelled
doing it.
too.
heart.
They be
They
doing it with
did.
cats and stuff like that. Like
Oh
cats.
my God.
Oh,
I'm
them
like,
poor
what the
kids.
heck? But yeah, I
Listen,
just wanted
always
to
something on TikTok.
yeah.
That says
And
a lot about us. Our children listen to all the things. We don't.
Yeah, they
I,
do.
you know, that makes me wonder too because I've seen parents who I personally know are wild and crazy, but as
Mm,
parents, they don't show that. Like in front of
yes.
their kids, they're one way, and you're like, "Yo, you used to be the wildest one. Where
Yes.
is this coming from? Who are
like
you?"
you was the freak of the week. Like what's going on?
Yeah,
Hello? Yeah.
you were all the things, right? Not in a
Right.
bad way,
Yeah.
right?
No.
And in front of your kid, you're like prim and proper and this and that. And I personally don't agree with that. That's not my
Neither.
parenting
I could
style. That's up to
never.
them.
Hmm.
But so their kids are almost like jaded, I feel, in a sense. Like they don't, not jaded, that's the wrong word, but they're blinded to reality of things.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, so you don't play explicit music. They won't even dance crazy or do the, drink and have a good time and have a party in front of their children. How do you feel
Mm-mm.
about that?
I'm going to be where my kids learn it all. That's
Yeah.
always been my thing.
Yes.
I'm going to be where my kids learn it, where my kids see it. And if my kids got questions, it's going to be me that they are going to ask.
Yeah,
So we're
Correct.
because
going to
you
do it
don't want
all.
them to go to someone else or
No.
you don't have like you want your kids to be the person you go to,
Yeah.
Hmm.
have a first drink. You don't want them to go somewhere and have a drink with someone else. You know what I mean? You got to
Yep.
teach them like, look, you don't just take a drink from
Yes.
somebody.
And I
You know?
feel
Hello.
like those people that are like that, because I know a couple of them, excuse
Hmm.
me,
Me too.
you were wild, right? Like, and I'm not denying I was wild and crazy too, but I don't hide it from my children. They know who I
Nope.
am. They know how I was.
Hmm.
That's from what I
Yep.
showed them. But you were wild and crazy and had an amazing time growing up
Hmm.
in life. And you know what that's like. You know what it's like making these decisions or making the right decisions, and you didn't have someone to guide you. So you're kind of doing the same thing to your kid. You're not guiding them. So they
Hmm.
may
Right.
not make all the right choices because you're not giving them that map,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
I don't agree with faking it till you make
Yeah.
it
I
in
don't.
front of them.
I
Like,
don't
be
either.
you.
No. Fake
Be
it till you make it for
you.
some things, not with the kids. That's
Yeah,
no.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't share 100% of everything, or they don't see
Hell
all
no.
You only
crazy,
teaching
but
them how
enough.
to You're teaching them how to do like certain stuff, like what happens in this situation. You're not telling
Yes.
them to go out and be fast and you know what I mean? Like
Right.
you're
Right.
just telling them, okay, when you go out to this place, watch your drink, don't leave it unattended. You know what I
Yes.
Yeah.
mean? You could have
You're
a good
teaching them to
time,
be
but
street
this is
smart
what you got to
too.
do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel
Absolutely.
something is uncomfortable, leave.
Listen to it.
You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
don't even think about just go.
Just go. That's
Go.
right. No, yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. That was my other thing, ladies. Mm.
Yeah. My mind goes and I'm like, ooh, bring up topics to talk about. I'm like scrolling and then I'm thinking, I'm like, ooh, I gotta bring this to the table. I
Me
gotta bring
too,
this
me
to the
too.
table.
I'd be
So
like,
this is
I need
good.
a topic. I'd be going to TikTok, like, what they talking about on here?
That was me this morning. I was like, let me get my stuff straight, okay?
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
But
But
here
this
we
was
are.
awesome, ladies.
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
So I have a quote.
Hmm.
I have a quote by Andy Andrews, and it's life itself is a privilege, but to live life to the fullest, well, that is a choice.
Oh,
Amen. That
love
is
love you,
true.
Andy Andrews.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a good little quote. Oh, thank you,
Living
thank you,
life
thank
to the
you, thank
fullest. Thank you.
And that is your
you. I like
choice
that.
because you could say no or you could say yes.
Right? You
So,
could say no or you could say yes, okay? Know when to say no. Immediately. No.
Learn to say
amen.
no is our goal. Immediately no.
No.
No,
Don't
but we
ask.
want you to enjoy life. So immediately,
We
Yes.
yes.
do. So please enjoy
Yes.
life. And on that note, so we want to thank everyone for watching today. If you missed any of our episodes, you can catch us on our YouTube or our social media at Calm Before the Storm podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. And I think that's all we got. Thank
Yeah.
you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.